Hello, traders, and welcome to a Tuesday, July 25th, 2017. Traders coming to you from Pattaya, Thailand. Cloudy skies, rain. Not a pretty day outside today. However, we are at the trading desk ready for another trading day. I had a nightmare yesterday. I lost my electric 3 times. 3 times I lost my electric. A nightmare. Yeah, right before New York. I'm all ready to go. Boom, lights go out. Bye-bye. Needless to say, New York was a wash. All right, let's get started. Let's see what's going on. Yeah, summertime, my friends. It is summertime, and I got to tell you, just got to be careful. Got to trade, but you got to be careful. Got to watch what's going on, right? Okay, let's see what's going on as far as data, news, and all that good stuff on the other side. So, not a lot, nothing in Asia really. We've got monetary policy meeting minutes coming out in about they're out already, and then we have into the European session. Pretty slow. German business expectations. German current assessment. Then we got German IFO business climate. That's the big one. Be that one, IFO. And then we got CBI industrial trends order out of the pound. Then into New York, the big one is CB consumer confidence comes out for July. Everything else in New York is, Red Book and all that. Who cares, right? It doesn't do anything. So there's really nothing else coming out after that. Looking into Asia for tomorrow, we do have trade balance month on month, year on year for June. So that's about it. And we got RBA Governor Lowe speaks tomorrow in Asia, so keep an eye on that. What happened in the markets yesterday? Wow, something just flew my eye. S&P futures negative 0.03%, Nasdaq futures negative 0.07%, S&P VIX positive 0.76%, DAX negative 0.25%, Nikkei 225 positive 0.18%, and the US dollar index is positive 0.08%, and currently at 93.90, hovering that 94 area, and we're just watching that as it happens. Let's take a look at our commodities. Gold is negative 0.08%. WTI is up at 46.44. Brent oil is at 48.70. Again, trying to climb back up to that $50 mark a barrel. And that is what is going on, my friends, in the big land of news and data. So let's take a glance at the charts today. Let's go over and take a look at this dollar yen. This to me just looks like, could this be our move to the upside? We talked about this yesterday, right? The dollar yen about maybe pulling back up here, or was either just going to continue the dump, right? So we'll continue the dump, and New York brought it back up, and here we are in Asia. And actually, that's late New York, right? It's New York afternoon here. Brings us back up with this candle here. Now we're pretty much even where we were yesterday at resistance. See if we can break out. I would expect this to go up to the 200 exponential moving average. The nice thing is all the other moving averages, the 5, the 20, and the 55 are below price, and that's a good thing. However, they're all entangled with each other, and that's not a good thing. We like to see angle and separation. Now, if you look back on the chart, you can see this is the 200, the 55, the 20, and the 5. Nice angle and separation. You'd like to see that. You really do like to see that. But if you take a look here where price is, they're all entwined with each other. We don't like to see that. We want to see that break apart now and get an uptick here and move these moving averages apart from each other. So, yeah, maybe we'll get a dollar boost today to this 200 at 111.58. What's going on with that one? Pound yen was really done nothing. The Euro Aussie, yeah, look at this, just flat. I mean, you're into, this is Friday of last week. You can probably even go into Thursday. Just nothing going on the Euro Aussie, just flat, right? Let's take a look at the Euro. Yesterday, nothing, no movement. Or should I say very little movement. And there is just nothing to do here. Absolutely nothing to do here. Yeah. Even if this turns into a situation where you can buy this, I'm not going to buy it here, folks. You know, you got at 1680, you got pretty significant resistance here, and I really don't want to fight that. So yeah, there's nothing here. Look at these EMAs; they're just all, again, nothing going on. So we'll just leave that alone on that euro. Nothing I'm interested in. Take a look at the pound. Pound's had some upticks here last so often, but yesterday again another. You know, it did give us an uptick, but another slow day, not much going on. Here we are on today, just sideways, right? If you take from yesterday afternoon's trading day to where we are now, it's just been sideways. And I understand, folks, these charts are on Bangkok time, okay? I think, yes. You know what? I've got to check that. I'm pretty sure they're on Bangkok time, yeah. So that's where we are there. Nothing going on. So my pair of the day today was the euro yen, and I'm not a real big. Well, I shouldn't say that anymore because I am more now than I've been in the past. But I'm not a big breakout person. But this one looks like we're going to wait for this breakout to go to the downside below that trend line I put on the chart. Can we just back up here a second and let's take a look at this? Yeah, take a look at that D wave. Did that not work? Right? Look at this. Here's the D wave. Here's your first candle. Thank you very much, folks. That was a nice move there. Really nice move there. D wave, conclusion of a crab. Thank you very much. Down she goes. Took you a while. 1, 2, right? 2 full days. Yesterday, New York lunch, somewhere in there. You got out of it. Nice trade. Nice trade. Actually, that was Friday, wasn't it? Friday, Monday, and this is Tuesday. Yeah, so that was Friday you got into this. You know, well, you would have been plenty in profit, so you could have kept this over the weekend. You could have kept this over the weekend. What I would have done was I would have scaled out maybe 1/3 of my trade, and this way I could put my stop back up here at the D, and if it retraced, I wouldn't get knocked out, and then see if it came back down. But I do it that way. I take my profits, move my stop, and then let this ride on. And it worked, right? Boom, down it goes. Good stuff. That's our trade for today. Euro yen. Let's see if we get a break of this trend line. 129.30. Get out at 128.60. Where's the stop going to go? 129.60 for our stop. Okay? 129.60. And folks, that's just above all this mess here. And right at this blue line right here. Okay? And we'll just stick our stop there and let it go. But you don't have to wait for that, my friends. If you're in the trade and this closes in here, just get out. Just get out. Or, you know, again, move your stop up 10 pips. So if you get an overshoot like here, you won't get knocked out and take it to the downside. Just be careful. This time of year this is probably one of the roughest summers I've seen. It has been one of the roughest summers I've seen. All right, Jays, that's it for me. Thanks for joining me. TradingWithBill.com. Yes, I'm Bill, and it is a Tuesday. Good to be back at the trading desk, and so far, we have electric. Traders, catch you tomorrow. Always remember to trade smart and not hard, and we'll see you 24 hours. Take care. Bye-bye.